Hey everyone, this is the test. Trying to get into making some recorded videos while we talk about what is AWS Cloud. Right now, they are the number one cloud provider in the world. Um, the job market for AWS is through the roof, high demand, and most jobs out here are requiring you to have the AWS Solution Architect. Um, I myself has it. Didn't take too long to study for it, get the certification. But what is the cloud? It's a place for compute services, anything from storage all the way to databases to, as you can see, analytics, VR, you name it, they do it. Business application, compute, containers, customer engagement, as I said before, database. You got development too, game tech, IoT, machine learning, media services, mobile, and many more, as you can see. Um, I started off with no experience. I was actually introduced to the cloud from a random person in Starbucks. I was trying to get out of a much hated job. So I studied to try and get into cybersecurity. So everyone in my local area was saying, "Hey, you need to get Security Plus this, Security Plus that." Got Security Plus, and still kept getting denied for jobs. That alone wasn't enough. One day, I was just sitting at Starbucks. We had a local Air Force cybersecurity convention took place, and this guy, he was a young guy, worked for IBM, and I was explaining to him how I put an application in for IBM, and I haven't heard anything back. He said, "Man, you do not want to work for IBM." He said, "What you want to do is get into the cloud." And he was like, "Man, I got this website where you can go to, and this guy will teach you everything you need to know to get certified, and you can get a job." I walked away like, "Why is this guy telling me this? I don't think he's telling me the truth." Sat back down. I did thank him for all his information that he gave me. It took me to get a couple more rejection before I said, "Man, let me see what he's talking about. Let me check it out." So the first thing I did, I Googled what is AWS, and I looked at jobs, and I seen it was an abundance of jobs. Salaries going up to $154,000 a year, and I was like, "Wow, I really can use that type of money in my life." So I buckled down, got me an AWS account, got the A Cloud Guru course from Udemy. I got the Stephen Merritt course from Udemy, and I also purchased WizLab and John Bonzo practice exam. I study every day, all day. Eat, sleep, study. That was me. I did pass that one on the first try. I did not take the AWS practitioner. I wanted to just skip over that and see if I can get that certification. I did in December of 2019. Um, I did meet a group of people that did help me improve cloud skills. Um, yes, they did. Definitely did that. God taught me a whole great deal of DevOps skills. Um, I practice that every day. Start using LinkedIn to network, and next thing you know, uh, I start getting more hits on LinkedIn. Posts that I was posting was getting up to 5,000 views. And this wonderful guy, he gave me an opportunity, took a chance with me, and I greatly appreciate it. Right now, I am currently working in the cloud environment, but also still learning DevOps tools. I feel like DevOps tools is very important in the cloud, especially tools like Terraform, so you can deal with infrastructure. If no one don't know what infrastructure um, is in the cloud, Terraform is infrastructure as code. You can use it to build out a whole cloud infrastructure, anything from resources like EC2s, which is, as you can see, compute, to databases, to a whole network, which is called VPCs. Um, yes. Also, Python is real good in the cloud. I'm also learning Python for automation. You can use their SDK Boto 3. Is You can build infrastructure with Python if you want to write that many lines of code, but I would suggest you to use Terraform overall. And AWS do have their own proprietary infrastructure as code, which is man, is at the tip of my tongue, Cloud Formation. Why I can't think about it. Sorry about that, AWS, but I said it. Cloud Formation it is. You will need to learn a little YAML and JSON to utilize that too, but it's not bad. Um, for anyone who feel like Terraform is complicated. Um, but as you can see, this whole cloud environment stretch across the board. There's a place for everyone that's in the tech space to want to get in and be comfortable at some place with inside of AWS. The first thing we're gonna look at is compute. And what is compute? Compute to me is nothing but a virtual machine where you can build on top of it. I say like your own virtual computer, and you can build it, customize it however you choose to. So let me log in and let's see what we got in front of us. If that's okay with you all. One moment. And I hope all is well today. In Montgomery, we did have a major rainstorm, knocked the power out, but as you can see, lights are back on. I am up here trying to make my first video. I am a noob at it, but hey, with practice, make perfect. All right, let's go to what we say is, I'm gonna go back to services. When you log into your AWS account, they do give you a free account for a year. As you can see right here, we up on the compute, which is EC2. This is pretty much the bread and butter. You will use a EC2 instance for something. They come in many different flavors. You can put many different AMIs, which is nothing more than just an image on top of it, like a Ubuntu, Windows. You got your regular Linux, and you can create your own images to put on top of your compute. There are several different type of computes that you can purchase. You got your on demand, which is that's what I'm about to spin up right now, is a on demand instance. You got the spot instance. That is the very cheap instance, but it's like stock market. You can lose that instance if the price of it goes up and someone makes that purchase. And you can get a spot block, which will, if you do have something being processed and you don't want it to be disturbed, you can use that to stop the interruption. I think you do get up between 1 to 6 hours on that spot block. And they have several other instances as far as reserve instance, and you have what is this other one called? You have the reserve convertible instances. And that right there lets you change your different instances sizes along the way. All right, so right now I say I have 0 running instances. What that mean? It mean I don't have anything up and running, as you can see. Let's go to launch instance. We're gonna go through this. AWS do give you a free one, which is runs up under. You got a couple free ones. You got the Amazon Linux, T2 Micro that they give you. You got Red Hat, SUSE Linux, and Ubuntu. But we just gonna stick with the basic, as you can see. And they do make it very easy for you to start up a EC2 instance, as you can see. Right here, we're selecting the T2 Micro. We're gonna move on. Right here, we're not gonna talk about this, but we are only making one instance at the launch. This right here just saying it's gonna be created in my default network. You are able to only have up to 5 VPCs. If anything is needed more than 5, you will have to contact Amazon, or aka AWS. I'm not gonna go into detail. All right, right here, root instance. Now with this here, you can add a EBS volume to this EC2. Right now, you all do not know what that is, but I'm just gonna put it in the layman's terms. You can add a USB drive. That's it, just a USB drive. This volume right here, hard drive or whatever you want to call it, if I terminate this or stop this, I will lose my resources, my data. Let's go. I could go to, I'm gonna go to next. Normally, first rule of thumb, always tag your resources. I am learning that daily. Tags are very important. The way you tag it is very important. So tag, tag, tag. Do that. Here is security group. You know, you got default security groups that you can use. I'm gonna use one that I got already. And that's just so that my services can talk to whatever default services that they got available right now. So I'm just gonna review and we're gonna launch it. Right now, I guess everything seems correct. We're gonna put a key pair, which we're not gonna too much worry about it. We'll check this and boom. We are creating a EC2. Let's see. Let's check this out. And I hope the music isn't too loud. I just felt like having something else beside my voice rattling in the background. As you can see right now, everything is initializing. It's in a pending state. We'll give it a few seconds and we will let that boot up. This is just a reminder, this is a test video, so some things will seem a little off because once again I am new and I am trying to critique myself in a lot of areas, but the whole point of this is not to have a boring video. Yeah. All right, let's look at this. Right now this compute is up and running very much live and well. So you probably like, well, where is it? Yeah, it's in the cloud. So how do I get access to it? Yeah, well, there's a few steps that I'm not showing right now, but if I want to connect to it, you can either use PuTTY or you can use SSH. Right now, I will use my SSH key pair and we will check out my EC2 instance. So for you all who are not familiar with programming and all of that good stuff, let me get out of my Conda environment so that we can get this rolling. All right. So I'm gonna bring this up real quick. I have to remember where is my folder. So I'm going to CD inside of, maybe it's on desktop. Let's see, CD, desktop. And I should have it in the folder for SSH. Let's see if this is the right folder. No, I don't think that's the right folder. We'll bag it up. CD, download. CD, let's try this again. SSH, that's it. All right, we are inside. So now all we need to do is copy and paste. Oh my God, what's going on? Is it working? Don't look like it's working, do it? Let's see why. And I'm gonna tell you why. My security group, which is over here, I'm gonna pull this back up, because it's not gonna let you in if you don't have your security groups checked out for this thing. And security groups are how you allow traffic to flow to your resources. So let's find security groups over here. Right here. I need to look at my inbound rule. So let's go to it. And security group. We'll just keep it this way. I'm in default. Now let's look at my inbound rule. See, right now it say all traffic. So that's not, we need to add a rule. All right, here we go. We're gonna add SSH to it. And I'm gonna let it be from my IP, so it will be my computer. We're gonna save rule. All right, this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna retry that again. Let's see if it went through. Are you sure you want to continue? I would say yes. We are in. So now this right here, as you can see, I got the EC2 Amazon Linux 2 AMI. I'm in, it's working. If I wanted to do a I guess this command could be wrong, but it's I need to be in root sudo su. We just gonna do sudo yum update. Boom. We're gonna go to yes. We are in the cloud updating our EC2 instance. Okay. Once it's done, I'm gonna shut it down. Whenever it get done, should be done soon. Sometime soon, I hope. There we go. Done. Completed. And once again, look, you do not have to be a computer genius to figure all this out. All you got to do is just rely on YouTube and Google and ask questions to people, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this down. And we're going to call that what it is. All right, instance is shutting down, so we're gonna, here we go. I don't want to stop it, I want to terminate it. Well, we'll just go through the process of stopping it first. I guess that's the rule of thumb, is to stop it, and then once it's stopped, then you go terminate it. You can do, either or, but yeah. But what we gonna do, we're gonna terminate. Are you sure you want to terminate? Yes, I am. So that right there is shutting down, and I'm gonna show you guys something. All right, infrastructure as code to build that EC2. Terraform. This is in high demand. I would strongly suggest, if you're in the cloud domain, to learn Terraform. Me, I am still learning. I am prepping right now to take the certification, and hopefully I can. As you can see, they're used by Microsoft Azure, AWS, Google Cloud, VMware, Oracle, Kubernetes, and many more. All right, so I'm gonna pull up some code real quick, and I'm gonna get this out of the way because we don't need that. And let's make sure my EC2 is down so I can show you guys. Terminate it. Boom, it's out of there. All right, check this out. So we went through that to create a EC2. All right, so right here, we're gonna pull up some code from Terraform. So we're gonna go to recent. We're gonna pull up this one. This should have all my Terraform code in it. All right, this one right here does have a lot of Terraform code in it, and I don't think I have one strictly just for EC2. But what we will do is create one real quick. Let's see. Nope. We gotta get it the right way. Hold on. All right, here we go. The name is EC2. EC2. My bad. All right. Right now, it has nothing in this folder. So what I'm going to do with this one is I am going to create a main.tf, and what I'm going to do, create a provider. So with that EC2, what I am going to do is I don't need but a EC2 instance in there. Okay, let's look at this one. All right, we're gonna go with this. So we're gonna create a EC2, and I'm gonna copy that. All right, and now I'm going to create a file inside of here. I'm gonna say main.tf. Every file has to be a TF file for Terraform. So with that being said, let's paste my code in here. Got my T2 micro, my AMI, which I will have to put my variable EC2 AMI. Yeah. So I'm gonna put my variable folder. I'm gonna copy it just to save some time, and I'm gonna drop that inside of my EC2. All right, Now we got that in here. So what we're gonna do here is erase this. Let's clear some of this stuff off the screen. Yeah. We're gonna get rid of that one. We're gonna get rid of this one, and we're gonna get rid of this one. All right. For those who like to program and code and all of that good stuff, this right here be good for you because you'll be doing everything this way. So this, in order for us to get all of this stuff to work, we have to have a file called provider. You gotta put a provider in here. You can't. So what I'm gonna do is take my provider file. I'm gonna copy that one, and I'm gonna put it inside of my EC2 folder. Paste. All right. So right now we got a main folder, and that right there consists of my resource, which is, I call it EC2. I got a tag name on here, which should be var. I got a variable set, so it's pulling the information out of here. For name, var EC2 name, it should be, where my var EC2 name? Let's see. Variable name, Terraform, EC2. I don't see my var EC2 name. Maybe we'll get rid of it. And what I do is put trail. I think that should be a string. Trail EC2. All right. Now, in your provider, as you can see, it's going to be in the AWS US East 1 region. Now, normally, if you go on the Terraform website, for your provider to have on here for your security keys and stuff, you don't want people to see your security keys, so I got it hard coded, meaning it's in my system, so I don't have to display this. That's a rule of thumb. Anything sensitive, you do not want that shown. So what we need to do first is we need to get inside this folder, which is called EC2. So cd ec. Oh man, let me get out of this environment first. Conda deactivate. Okay, here we go. So now let me get inside the folder. EC tab got me there. We're gonna do what is called a Terraform init, and what that does, it brings in all the dependencies that are needed to make this code create infrastructure. So let's see if I can get that to flow. And it's checking the back end, bringing in all the plugins, and it's going to have a file that it stores your plugins inside. Right now, as you can see, I'm using the AWS version 2.7, and this little squiggly line means anything with inside of 2.70 and up, with inside of that, not beyond it, but anything within it and up. All right, we are pretty much golden. So what I'm gonna do is a Terraform plan, so we can see what it's gonna build for us. Let's make sure we ain't got no errors or mistakes out here. Okay, we didn't get a plan for some reason. All right, well, let's try this out then. Hold on, it ain't saved, so that's right. So let's try this again. You remember always to save your files. Now there we go. As you see, we got one thing to add. All right, so with one thing to add will be, we're gonna add a EC2 instance. This right here, AWS Instant Module. Okay, that's the name of it. I should have renamed it as something else instead of module. Yeah, let me just change this. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back, but let me see. All right, here we go. I'm gonna save it. We're gonna rerun the plan again, and we should see a change. Let's see. Should detect one change in the system file. Boom. And at the top, we should see, boom, AWS Instant.ec2. That is the name of what I got it up here. All right. So let's do a Terraform apply. And I'm going to do dash auto approve so that everything will go in without me saying yes. All right, we are creating our resources. And as you guys can see at the bottom, which I'm bringing it up so we have a little bit better to see, it is creating the same thing that I made on the AWS website in the console. Just give it a few seconds and it should be done. Boom, it is done, you guys. We have made it, and let's check it out. All right, we're gonna bring this up and we're gonna pull it, refresh. There it goes, initializing. What you see for my tag name, Terrell EC2. Awesome. What we did, we just created that EC2 instance. So that's it. So watch this. I'm gonna terminate it like the last one. And the good thing about doing it with Terraform is you can reuse this code over and over again, you know, to add on and build more interesting things. So the command for this to tear everything down would be Terraform destroy. You definitely want to destroy your services if you just out here practicing, because if you build your infrastructure too big, you will get charged a lot of money. So as you can see, we finna let it destroy. And once we do that, that will complete our introductory to AWS EC2 tutorial. I will be making live videos in the future, and like I said, right now, this right here is just a sample of what's to come. I will like to hear people inputs, questions on AWS. If I can help you, you know, study for the exam, learn Terraform, got some Python questions. I don't know it all, you know, but we can figure it out together. As you see down here, it is destroyed, it is completed. So let's go back over here to the AWS account, and it's terminated. Boom, that is it. That is all that has to be done. So what we covered today was AWS EC2s, and we created an EC2 instance through the console, and we created it with Terraform using infrastructure as code. Please be sure to tune in next time and I shall have some better content, and you all enjoy.